book lovers, and welcome back to Rose and Reed's podcast. I'm Sophia.
I'm Haily.
And Happy New Year.
Oh, so happy to be back.
2024. Me too. We've had too long of a break, honestly.
It really was. And then, so we had the Christmas break, New Year's, and then
weather.
Snow.
So much snow.
I think everybody's getting hit with it. We just got back from Florida too. And it was chilly down there.
In Florida?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It was cold.
If it's chilly in Florida, you know that it's bad.
Yeah, we were like 2 hours south of Destin, so we were on the top of the Panhandle, and it was chilly. We were in sweatshirts and stuff on the beach. I mean, it was fun. Like, we looked at seashells, and like we made a good time of it.
I want to go to Florida. I need out of this winter weather.
I mean, seriously, I'm over the snow. Our kids haven't gone to school like all week. They're finally back. So
thank God.
Sophia and I are like, we need to get into the studio and
pour ourselves a glass of wine and get going.
I love it. So guys, we are here doing ACOTAR for the new year. When we first started this podcast, we said we wanted to do it. And I was like, you know me, I love my fantasy, but you bitches are so immersed in it. And so I was like, okay, can we do other books instead? And so Sophia was like, are we finally doing it? I was like,
January is ACOTAR month. We're doing it. And we
the whole month.
Well, it was supposed to be the whole month, but this weather has thrown us off. But
you know what? We're going to try to get out some stuff on Tuesdays, but who the hell knows?
Yeah, it'll get out when it gets out.
Yeah. So
stay tuned for updates. With this weather, you never know if we can make it in here or not.
We're also going to kind of reformat how we do things. We're not going to dive in too much of it, but just a little bit more of a good conversation. We're not going to detail every fucking thing in the book. If you want that, then read the book.
Yeah, exactly. Read the book. We're just going to kind of
listen to us do it.
We're going to skim, talk about our favorite characters, least favorite characters, and our favorite parts.
And probably, some spoilers. So obviously read the book before you listen to this because we will be kind of talking about some stuff. Can we just start with Sarah J. Maas and how she is the queen of fantasy and smut. Well, she is. Let's just be real.
It's so good. Everybody's obsessed with her stuff.
Cheers to starting.
Cheers to Sarah. Thank you for giving us this, making it a part of my life.
It's immersed and like.
Oh, that's yummy.
You know what? That is good.
What is this? Bonterra? Bonterra. Made with organic grapes. I'm
classy up in here. Some organic shit.
I just thought it was a pretty bottle. It's got flowers on it.
That's how I always choose my wine.
Oh, yeah. And until I find one that I like.
Yeah, I know. And then it's like, okay.
I'm going to keep getting that.
I know. We actually have a good little selection.
We do. This one will get added because it's a pretty bottle.
Yeah.
And then we might be full.
I know.
Anybody who comes in here, I'm like, just ignore the empty wine bottles. It's a set. It's not my life. Or is it?
Look at us. We're just one mind today.
We missed being here, man.
Every time I would see Sophia, I would be like, what are you reading now? Like, we just haven't been talking about it.
No, we have. Well, we want to save it for the show.
I know.
So what are you reading right now?
Okay, I just finished literally 2 nights ago, Arctic Fury by Greer McAllister. It's awesome. It was totally not my vibe or genre. It's based off a true story.
Oh, okay.
1846, 50s.
Ooh, like historical.
Yeah.
Like historical drama?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
About an all-women expedition to the Arctic.
And this is a true story?
Based on it.
Women actually did this?
Yes.
In 1840s?
Yes.
Wow.
The coolest fucking part about this book, you guys, was, your snow goggles?
Yes.
Think of the 1800s. Do they have snow goggles? No. So how do they keep from being blinded by the snow? It was little antlers, like they're antlers, but just finely put together, and they just like see through the little cracks.
Oh, that's like what the Native Americans would use.
Yeah.
Oh,
pretty cool.
That is really cool.
I know. So no, it was an awesome book. It went back and forth between their expedition and she's on trial.
Oh,
so what happened?
Kind of like the where the crawdads sing kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
There was obviously a couple deaths while the expedition was happening. And so she's on trial. And so it goes back and forth. And then you're like, oh my God, what's happening? And it kind of ties in at the end. And
interesting.
I really, really, really enjoyed it.
Good.
I wasn't expecting to. My mom actually recommended it, and it was awesome. Yeah. And funny story about this. She loved her so much, all her books, that she read like 5 back-to-back of Greer McAllister's and then started following her on Instagram. And the author commented back, like they were like chatting. And I was like, Mom.
Well, that's cool.
She goes, I know. She's my friend now. And I was like,
she made a little Insta friend, a famous Insta friend.
I was like, go for
Why
you,
can't that
Mom.
happen to me?
I don't know.
Ever.
Like, what?
I comment on people's stuff all the time and they just
me too. My mom's like, hi, Greer. Hey, friend.
All you have to do is say hi.
And she asked like a question, I think. I don't know. But honestly,
awesome.
Greer, I am throwing you a shout out because it was an awesome book and I wasn't expecting to like it.
Thank you, Greer. I'll have to read it.
Yes.
I'll put it on my TBR. I just finished, this is actually just the first one, but The Serpent in the Wings of Night. I finished that one.
Okay.
It's the first one in the Crowns of Nyaxia series.
Oh.
This one's got a bunch of words.
I was like, you are speaking foreign.
Yeah, the names are like Oriah and Rain and Rishon. When I was reading it, I could not. I was like, I don't know what these words mean. So I started listening to it on Audible, but it's really good.
Oh, good.
It's got a good little twist at the end. It's obviously fantasy, but I liked it.
I know. I just picked up this one too. The Things We Never Got Over. I feel like this one was all over book stuff like a year ago.
Book talk. Yep.
And I got it as a birthday gift from Cassidy. Yeah. And so
shout out Cassidy.
Yeah, I started it last night. So and then also Kaylee, one of our friends, she texts me all the time, like, what are you reading? What are you reading now?
Aww.
And love that.
I have friends doing that to me too now.
I know.
They're like, wait, what are you reading now? Do you have any suggestions?
And she had just finished it. And I was like, oh my God, that's in my bookcase. And so I was like, I'm going to go get it.
I'm going to grab that actually.
Yeah. So I'm going to finish that. And then obviously I'm listening to Kingdom of Ash. I am on the last
She
book.
is there. She has gotten her throne of glass.
Yeah. And that's for another day because I could just go on and on. So I'm not even going to dive into it.
We'll dive into that later. Let's get through ACOTAR first.
ACOTAR. I'm shaking my notes because
okay, ACOTAR is how we really started like talking about books. You suggested it to me. I became obsessed. And then we just snowballed from there.
How I became introduced to ACOTAR. I think it was probably Cassidy.
That's what I was about to say. I think it was Cassidy who told you.
Oh, I don't know how she did either because she's a big reader and she would
probably
read different books.
Probably.
Honestly. And then she just fell in love with it.
People are so obsessed with this. Like I don't know why, but I'm in 4 or 5 different Court of Thorns of Roses, Sarah J. Maas universe. Like it's groups
everywhere.
On Facebook. People are obsessed.
I'm obsessed because I really do like it. And I remember reading it and I need to go back and reread it, to be honest. I'm just going off of what my first read. But the characters in it, you just are heartwarming and you love and you are like, you're such a baddie.
Yes. I mean, I just want to be best friends with them.
Yes.
I want to be part of
and they're funny.
That.
I know. You want to be part of the inner circle.
I do, which is for the second book.
Yeah, I'm not going to,
we won't go too much into that. Yes, I do want to be a part of the inner circle.
I know. And I love the quotes. I mean, freaking A, we've got like stickers now. Come on, guys.
It's all over my Kindle. It's on my Stanley. I love the stickers. There's so much merch now too.
Well, and for Christmas, I go, oh, so if I got you something, she goes, oh my God, I got me something, or I got you something too. And so we did a little switch and I gave her a sweatshirt and she gave me a blanket of ACOTAR.
Yep.
So there's that.
So we're like one mind. I'm telling you, one mind.
It was awesome.
But Miss Moss, you're just Mass or Moss?
I say Moss.
I say Moss too.
I think that's what it is.
Okay.
I never heard it say.
If it's different, sorry, but we're gonna say Moss. You are great. We are so excited, or I am so excited for House of Flame and Shadow, which comes out in about 10 days? I think?
So that's her other series for Crescent City.
9 days. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's Crescent City and then there's Throne of Glass and A Court of Thorns and Roses.
All good series.
All awesome. Yeah. I personally haven't read Crescent City yet, so it is on my list.
It's different from the other two. It's harder to get into. Everybody who tries to read it, like the first couple chapters, you're just like, whoa.
That's what everybody says.
Everybody. You just got to power through it and you'll like it.
Okay.
Because I became obsessed, of course. Always.
I know. Well, that's how I am too. And even if I don't really care for something, I still finish it out. And I don't think I have stopped a book, but it's very far between.
Yeah,
so I'll probably finish it.
And
love it.
The only one I did not finish is this George R. Martin. I'm still on a Storm of Swords. I don't know. We'll get through it maybe eventually. Who knows?
So what should we want to fan cast it first, or we want to talk about it a little bit?
Let's just talk about it. I wrote a little blurb of what this book is about.
Oh, I love it. Let's hear it.
Starving girl kills wolf to feed family, finds out that the wolf is actually a terrifying fairy, and must journey to the fairy lands, where she ends up falling in love with her captor and must defy all odds to win her love back. Isn't that's
it the best synopsis?
Right? I thought I did pretty good. I'm so proud of myself.
I love that. And honestly, that's exactly what it is. It gave me, and I wrote this down, is huge Beauty and the Beast vibes.
Yes, so much. And that and like Hunger Games a little bit.
Towards the end. Definitely Hunger Games. And that's how I described it to somebody. I was like, you've got to get through. The first part is so boring.
It's a little slow. I
don't care for it. Everybody's like, which you do need it. You need all those details.
Yeah, you do.
But everybody's
know her background.
It's fine. Like, I don't know. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Nothing happens. She's stuck and she's kind of complaining.
It's really
hates
boring.
Her family. Like, her family sucks.
The landscape is also like really bleh and just like dirty. It's everybody's poor. I honestly thought Feyre was a boy when I first read it for the first time. The way that she described herself, I was like, oh, it's like a starving boy trying to feed his sisters.
Well, she's out hunting.
Exactly. So. Sometimes I'm a dumbass, but
that's funny.
Oh yeah. Totally thought that.
I can see it. I mean, I gotta maybe go back and read, but then they're probably like,
it was the first 2 chapters, and until they said, because they don't say her name for the first like chapter and a half, and I'm like, who am I read? Whose point of view is this?
Yeah,
and I thought it was a boy.
I know.
Oops.
When the wolf like came into their house and stuff, though, I was like,
the beast.
Yeah, whatever. I was like, fuck am I reading? And also I was not a fantasy girly, so I didn't understand what was kind of happening, and you really have to put yourself into
immerse
a fantasy world to really get everything. And like when they're swimming in that pool,
the starlight pool. Oh, I have some notes on that, but let's back it up a little bit. You want to talk about like Feyre and Tamlin?
Fucking tampon.
I'm
just gonna say it right now. You've already read this, and you have to know that he sucks.
It's the nickname that has been deemed for tampon.
Okay, I will say this.
I loved him.
Really loved him.
I read it. I know.
I really loved him. And then towards the end, though, is when you start to like taper off.
Yeah, you're like, why is he not doing anything to help her?
Well, he couldn't.
He could have helped a little bit, but I mean, I think he could have.
I don't know. He kind of sucked, and then obviously he really sucks in the second one. But like, the first book, he was really nice and he was sweet. He cute. He protected her. He was trying to give her hints like, please fall in love with me because you will break this.
That was where I got the Beauty and the Beast vibes, because he was like trying not to make her fall in love because he felt bad. He thought that she would die if it actually came to fruition. So he was like, no, but I'm starting to fall in love with you, and it was just really sweet.
I know.
And he broke my heart.
Yeah.
Damn it. That's why I'm so mad at him.
It was really sweet. And he is this big, sexy guy. Like, just
long blonde locks.
Yeah, locks. And he's in the spring court. He's the head of it or whatever. And it's just
the head of it or
whatever. I don't know.
The High Lord. No. High Lord, yes. How long has it been since you read this?
Hey, I'm so sorry, guys. It's been a while. It has been. I thought it would just come back to me, and it is. I just can't remember the terminology.
Right.
So, no, but he's supposed to be this like gorgeous guy. He's got right-hand man, Lucien.
I love Lucien.
How do you say it?
Lucien.
I
love Lucien.
Yeah, I don't know how I was saying
Lucien
it.
Valbaran.
Oh my God, you know the last name.
I think if I'm wrong, don't come at me. But I think that's what it is.
That is so funny.
Lucien was one of my favorite characters. He's still
a lot of everybody's favorite characters. I could care less for him. That's so sad.
Stab me in the
heart. Know who's that's gonna stab is Caitlin. Caitlin loves him.
I love Lucien. I can't wait for the next one. I think it's gonna be as I'm not a big fan of.
Neither. We can't go far. We can't go far.
Okay, yeah. Let's back it up.
We gotta stay on this one stupid book. Look at the whole series. It's gonna be so hard. So the first book.
Feyre, Tamlin, Lucien dynamic. I was a big fan of that dynamic because Feyre was supposed to like gravitate towards Tamlin, but she really didn't in the beginning. She gravitated towards Lucien.
I thought they were going to have like some sort of fling, and like Tam was going to get all mad.
Which he kind of did there. There was one point where they go out hunting and she had told Tamlin that she didn't want to go out today, but instead she goes out with Lucien and he gets all butthurt.
Yeah, I know. I did like that.
I liked the
I liked
dynamic.
how she kind of pushed the buttons on certain things. You would say not to do something, and she's like, oh, no, peace out.
We're totally gonna go find this cereal. The cereal
was cool. I like that, and like the hunting, like she wanted to hunt it or whatever. And, give
I guess I need to learn how to use a bow and arrow if I'm ever gonna get picked up by a fairy.
I know how to do it.
Stop. Do you really?
Yes. And you know where they have that? In Bentonville. We went for Keith's birthday.
Stop. Archery?
Yes.
Okay, now I want to do it.
It's state of the art. It's so cool. They teach you how to do it. There's different targets. We will have to go.
Oh my God, yes. Because
it's
one
really
day
fun. It's
I'm
outdoors,
planning
so
on
we
getting
can't do it out.
Well, not right now. I'm planning on getting abducted by fairies one day. So I need to know how to fight, right?
Yeah. I can defend us for now.
Okay, perfect.
Until one falls in love with us.
Oh no. Oh gosh. I just wish. I so wish.
Yeah, just you can't
take
be a
me
tampon.
Away. No tampon. Actually, honestly, I would take tampon at this point. I like me some blonde baddies. Most people are like tall, dark, and handsome. They love it. I mean, look at my husband. I like blonde.
That's true. You like the light
I
skin.
do.
Yeah, that's your vibe.
It's different from me. I don't know. I always have.
Well, so speaking of like defiance, though, so she's like, "Fuck you guys. I'm not doing anything." And what's the mating ritual that they do?
Cal and Mai?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Cal and Mai. That was another one of my favorite parts. Okay,
I'm sorry, but like, I don't understand this. I don't understand why she wrote a scene where he goes off and just has sex with everybody to like make the world like what more powerful. Like,
no,
I don't. No.
Okay, you're killing me. Okay, so Cal and Mai, it's magic is a give and take. Remember, and so the High Lord has to go out and
have sex with everybody.
One person, the maiden. He has to go out and find the one person, and he wanted it to find Feyre, but she's a human and would probably die if he tried to have sex with her. So he goes out and finds it, and then it releases more magic into the world. I don't know how. It's a little cuckoo crazy, but it's works.
Bizarre.
It's bizarre.
I didn't like that.
You didn't like that part?
No. I mean, I thought it was kind of, she could have done something else to give and take magic.
I'm sure she could have, but she chose that because it pissed off Feyre.
I know. Okay, that is kind of fun. And so then the other part, what's the party? Is that still?
Which party?
Where
she's like dancing?
Yeah.
When she gets drunk off the fairy wine? That's later. That's after Cal and Mai, I want to say.
Okay.
Oh, I might be wrong about that though.
Or is that Cal and Mai?
No, it is definitely after Cal and Mai, because the night of Cal and Mai, he comes back and is all like drenched in magic and is rough with her and bites her neck, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I like that part. Because then the next day she's like showing it off. And
I know.
And Lucia's like, what happened to your neck? And she's like, why don't you ask Tamlin? He bit me like a beast. You like my favorite voice?
That is so great.
Oh, gosh. But yeah, so the party is after that. It's the spring equinox or the summer equinox something.
Spring. It has to be spring because they're in the spring court.
Well, Cal and Mai's in spring. And then I don't know. Maybe you're right. One of the two.
It's all about spring, though, isn't it?
Well, and they do the winter solstice and the summer solstice, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the spring court, it always is spring, but they
celebrate other things. Mm-hmm. Okay, I can't remember.
Yep. Yep. But I like the party when they go and dance with the wisps, the will-o'-the-wisps.
Yeah.
I liked how she added that.
I know, I did too. And I liked how she was kind of defiant about it. Everybody was like, don't go out there. You just need to stay here. And then she was like, no, I need some wine.
And Cal and Mai is when we find Rhys. Which we don't know who he is yet. But
I like Rhys. And every time I talk about this book, obviously I'm like monotone about it, but it's because you don't really want to give anything away.
Right. You don't. It's a setup book for sure.
It's such a setup book. And I didn't listen to any spoilers about him until.
Me neither.
No, I didn't. I was like, I want to go into this so fresh. And so when I found out about just who he is and the connection that they like had and how he met, I was like fucking mind blown. This was so cool. And so when you see him, but I think we even talked about this, is that when he finds her,
yes, she's like getting bullied, or I mean it's more than bullied, but basically at this point she's getting bullied by other fairies, and he shows up and he's like, there you are, I've been looking for you.
But he's just like
the
most
way
gorgeous
he says man she's ever seen, or most beautiful man.
I'm sorry, but you don't say that to somebody unless you have an instant connection to that. Like if me and you are walking down the street and I'm like,
oh, there you are, I'm looking for you. But you don't say that to a stranger.
No.
You're just like, who are you?
Yeah. After he kind of saves her too from like 3 people trying to attack her.
Right.
And he's like, I've been looking for you, Farrah, darling.
The first time I read this book, I remember texting you and being like, who is this guy? She said he's like the most beautiful person. And you're like, just keep going.
Yeah. And then even Kaylee, so she just finished the first book.
Oh, good
She's
for her.
starting the second one. And
Love that.
she was like,
well, tell her to wait. Don't listen to this because there might be some spoilers.
No, I'm going to tell her to stay away. And, but she was saying, she goes, who's this Reese guy? Because I finished it and I feel like I like him, even though I'm not supposed to. Like, he's the bad guy.
Right.
Why am I liking him?
Well, you start liking him when they go under the mountain.
Well, kind of, sort of.
I liked him.
I liked him too. But see, that's the thing is that you're not supposed to. Right. And she totally ties you into being like, but you do like him.
You do like him.
Why do I like him?
Okay, should we skip to Under the Mountain?
I think we should. I mean, that's the whole, obviously the build up. We meet Reese. He comes back into the house though, and he's like,
I liked that.
I love that part.
I love that part. Let's go back to
Reese and Tamlin are getting into it, and they're like, they fucking hate each other.
Oh yeah,
and they're yelling at each other. And isn't she glamorized?
Glamored, yes.
Whatever.
Glamorized, though. I like that one better.
Yeah, thank you.
I
think you should just use that one.
It's much better. Glamorized. Anyways, yeah, they're all having dinner. And then like Tamlin and Lucian freak out because they have the super senses, and he comes in and she's standing behind Lucian.
Yeah.
And Lucian's standing by the window when Reese comes in.
Yeah, and obviously he knows she's in there.
Well, he doesn't know for a while until he notices the 3 table settings.
Yeah.
Because him and Tamlin are getting into it, and then he's like, you dare to put a glamour on me? Bow. I liked it when he made Tamlin bow.
I was like, fucking awesome.
Ooh.
I know. I'm like, God, okay. You're sexy.
Show your power there, babes.
Oh. So I'm so here for it.
I was here for it too. The drama. I love the drama.
That was so good. And so you kind of see him just being like, all right, yeah, I like you.
This was when I started to hate Tamlin though, because he sends her away just because Reese is acting like, instead of finishing out the curse or whatever, like getting her to say I love you. He had a couple more days, but he sends Feyre back to the human world all boohoo and I don't want to go.
I know. And then she gets back and she's like, no, I'm going to go back. And then it's Under the Mountain.
Under the Mountain. Yes. This was my favorite part of the book by far.
Well, like you said, Hunger Game vibes.
Yes.
She's obviously trapped now. And
she finds out that there's actually stuff going on. Because this whole time, Prithian, is under fire. She doesn't know what's going on. Yeah. And then she comes back and Alice spills the whole beans for it.
I know. I like it. And so goes and tries to rescue her love.
Rescue her love. Yes, I'm here to claim the one I love. Something like that.
And what's her name?
Amarantha. Ooh, I have a good one to fan cast for her. I can't wait to talk about that.
I do too.
Yay.
So I think
what'd you think of Amarantha in the book?
I liked her. She's sexy. She's so mean though. And I don't, again, with the whole like, why does a sex slave kind of have to be involved? I don't understand Reese's point of view. Like,
sex slave. Oh, yeah, because Reese, I was like, what are you talking about? I think that was just to show her dominance because she took all of the High Lord's power, remember?
Yeah, I get that. But, like,
it just adds a little bit of to it.
It's an ick factor. I don't like it. Just like the whole like having sex with everybody and the stupid thing. I don't like that.
We like the smut, but we don't want it to be with everybody.
No. We don't need to share our toys now.
Okay. So now that you're through Throne of Glass, there is a theory that Amarantha is a Vogue.
Oh my God. And they're going to tie in together. Get the fuck out of here.
There's a little theory. That's just a little Easter egg I'm going to throw out there.
Okay.
Because of the way she's described with her dark eyes and everything.
I have to take a sip of this.
Doesn't that just give you chills?
That is for another day, guys.
We'll go back to that later.
So yeah. No, okay. That's what I was like, Amarantha and Reese, the sex slave thing is a no for me, dog. Can't fucking do it.
No for me, dog. Nope. I cannot with your little notes. You're reading no for me, dog. You literally wrote it down. That is the best.
Oh, you should see my notes. They're awesome.
Oh yeah.
And so that part I didn't like. I loved the 3 challenges she had to do. That was great.
Oh yeah.
Loved that. You put some action into the book.
The worm. Okay. Can we talk about the worm? Because I pictured it. Have you seen those memes of the worm from SpongeBob? That is totally what I pictured whenever she was fighting it, man.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that stupid movie with Kevin Bacon?
Which one?
The thing with like Under the Ground.
Oh no. Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know why he did this movie. Actually, it's like a good cast. Where's my phone?
Yeah, just check it. Check it out.
It's this thing that crawls underground, and that's exactly what I was picturing. A big giant worm.
Oh, I just had something flash into my mind. What was that movie where they like connected all of them together? Do you know what I'm talking about? Never mind. That's actually nope. We're not going to talk about that because it's really gross.
Oh my God. It's probably so long ago too, though. Sorry, guys. Bear with
us.
Pause.
If you haven't seen that meme of like the worm from this book compared to what it's supposed to look like and then the worm from SpongeBob, because I know all of y'all know what that is.
What's it supposed to look like? I mean, only she knows. Only fucking Sarah J.
Well, no, worm, WYRM is actually like a mythical creature, and they're really scary.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
Did you not know that? I swear I sent you that. Hold on.
No, I didn't know that.
Mythical creature. Yeah, I'm going to show it to you because they're pretty terrifying. Here we go.
Well then, okay. I guess I have
this is what they're supposed to look like. Tremors. Yes, I have seen that actually.
This thing.
Yep. See? That's what it's supposed to look like.
Okay, yeah.
We'll put these pictures up on the video, I promise.
Tremors is like that's pretty fucking terrifying.
It's basically a snake, but goes underground.
Okay, see, that's what I was picturing, and I'm glad because I was like, this better be fucking scary and not just like this little earthy worm.
Well, that's what I pictured was the SpongeBob worm every single time. I'm so obsessed with this book. I've made it like part of my personality that I listen to it to go to bed because I know what's going to happen.
That's so smart.
So I don't have to like back it up. I don't play my new books anymore. I play old books.
I love that.
Don't you love that?
Yeah. So then you're dreaming about this giant worm, huh?
I dream about ACOTAR all the time. I'm trying to manifest a fairy coming and getting me.
Okay, so I need a fairy to come get me now. And aren't they making a show about it?
Yes. Okay. I don't know if this is for sure, but I have seen people have been talking about it on all the groups that Hulu is in like in the casting phases.
They are in the casting phases.
That's what I've heard. I hope it's true. God, I hope it's true.
Cass and I were talking about it like a year ago when I first read it. And she was like, I think they're going to do it. And we were mad that HBO wasn't picking it up.
Right.
And I think everybody is.
Right. Because HBO would do it a lot better, I feel like. But
yeah, but I guess like Hulu's raking it in if they got the fucking Kardashians like for billions of dollars.
Oh, they do have Kardashians, don't they?
I mean, they paid them probably a crap ton of money to come over from E. So
I just hope they do it justice. I hope they don't make it cheesy. I hope they get good actors, and I hope it's not animated. Those are my 5 hopes.
I like all of that.
Right.
I think that if they do it right, it'll be great.
Right.
They have such a huge following.
Oh my gosh. They'll have millions of women pissed if they don't do it right.
I know.
I don't think I'm exaggerating with that, am I? At least
you're not.
At least a million.
You're not. And you know what? They got it. I can't talk about the second book.
Don't do it.
No. So no, this will be good. But
just do it justice, Hulu. That's all we ask.
We'll wrap up the end of it. So like Under the Mountain.
Let's talk about that more.
She dies at the end, kind of sort of, right? To like save Tam, and then she gets all the High Lord's powers.
Well, yeah. Okay. So Amarantha kills her.
Yeah.
Right.
Dies.
Because she was supposed to dies. Oh. Well, she was given the choice. She had to kill like 2 fairies, and then it was Tamlin, and then she stabs him in the heart. Tamlin doesn't come back fast enough. Amarantha kills her, and the only thing keeping her there is the bond with Rhys, which I love that.
I know.
Right. So great. We missed that part because she breaks her arm in the worm trial.
Yeah.
And Rhys has to like makes a deal with her. You have to come visit me every 2 weeks in the night court.
Oh, yeah.
You forgot about that.
That's when the deal happens.
Yes, that's when the deal happens.
Yeah.
To fix your arm, you have to make a deal with me. And then she gets the tattoo and the eye on her hand.
Ooh, I love
the cat eye. Well, that's also what saved her in the second trial. Because she can't read. Do you remember that one? She couldn't read and Lucian was on the other side.
There are so many memes of her like not being able to read.
I just like the one where it's like the library card and has everybody's cursive handwriting at the bottom. It's just Feyre in like child's handwriting. I'm like, damn, y'all did Feyre dirty.
Well, duh, she is. She's kind of stupid. And
she is a little stupid in the first book. God, it's just a little obtuse.
She's just like naive, which I guess I would kind of get. She can't 19. Fucking read. She's 19 years old. She's now in a world of fairies trying to stay alive.
Right.
Who at the beginning thought they were going to kill her and all fairies are bad.
Right.
Now they're not.
Yeah.
Except for this lady who's trying to kill her.
Except for Amarantha, who is definitely trying to kill her and actually succeeds. But yeah.
So yeah, there's the trial. So she gets the eye, the bond, and then the little tattoo. I was like, oh, that tattoo.
When
so
we
cool.
go to Planet Fae Ball, because we're gonna go one day. The Starfall Ball, Planet Fae. There's a million out there. I get ads for them all the time.
I know. And you know what's starting to pop up on my shit is like gorgeous gowns.
Me too. It's all over all my
over,
shit.
And I'm like, oh, I would love to wear that.
I know. We're gonna do it.
I will.
There's
one day.
You know what? There's one in Kansas City on March 8th, and I was like, we go on our cruise because we could have gone in that one.
Damn it.
Next year. Maybe at the end of this year.
I was like, yeah, maybe.
End of this year we're going.
No, that'd be super fun. So I love that.
And little tangent. What were we talking about in the book?
And the little
thing. The tattoo. Yes.
So yeah, like the bond now is so she has to go visit Rhys at the night court.
Yeah.
Because he's a High Lord. And
he's High Lord of the Night Court. Night Court or Spring Court. My friend read this book and she read the first one. She's like, okay, so which one are you? Night Court or Spring Court? And I was like, oh, baby girl, I can't tell you because it'll spoil everything. It spoils everything.
You have to like pretend you're Spring Court.
Yeah.
It's so sad. This book, you have to pretend so much stuff. You have to pretend that you just love everything about Tampon.
What I feel bad about is
I don't
people
even like
who get the tattoos that are like Spring Court or Tamlin before they read the second
book. Why would you even do that? That's just so stupid. Finish the series.
I also saw somebody got an orange cat and named their cat Tamlin before they read the second one, which I think is pretty funny, and I think it's a great name for a cat.
You'd be calling it Tampon.
I'd be calling it Tampon the whole time.
We call him that, guys, because he is just
I'm sorry.
a loser.
He is. Yeah. I was in love with him. I really did. Was.
I can think of the camera. It goes this way. It's like,
oh, it's the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it this way? Whatever. He's an L7 weenie.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, she dies. Go figure. And
then she gets every single one of the High Lords.
Gives her a little kernel of power to bring her back. Nobody has been given this gift before. Or very few have been given the gift before.
Sorry, excuse me. Why do they give her the power?
To bring her back, they give her a kernel of power to bring her back and make her into a Fae. She was human. She died. She lost her mortal life and she's not quite dead yet because of that bond with Rhys. And so each of them giving them a kernel, you have to have all the High Lords to do it.
But to do that, then they releases them to be free? Like, why?
Okay,
I forget why.
They get their power back because Amarantha dies.
That's right.
Tamlin kills Amarantha first. Yeah. Pissed off because she had just basically broken Feyre. He goes in a rage fest, kills Amarantha, and then is like begging everybody, please, we're all here. Bring her back. She saved us. She's freed our world.
So funny. So funny to me.
And it works. I mean, they all do it.
Yeah, I know. No, they all do it, and which is awesome.
They're all shocked that she did it. She was able to break the curse, and we're like, yeah.
That's what it is. I freaking love that she has all these powers now.
Yeah. Well, we don't know that yet, but
well, you kind of get the hint.
You kind of get the hint that because all these powerful people gave you powers, you expect to get a little bit back.
Yeah. So it's gonna be awesome.
And that's the end of the book, except for her little chat with Rhys on the balcony.
At the end, and he flies off, and
and he's
see you in 2 weeks. Babe.
See you soon. I just want us to talk about the second one now. I know, me too.
So yeah, it's just so awesome. I like how she tied it up. Obviously, it's a huge setup for the second book.
Huge setup.
Her and Reese seeing every 2 weeks. That's crazy. And then for her and Tamlin, I mean, she just rescued the love of her life.
Except she's now like riddled with guilt over killing the 2 innocent fairies.
Yeah, which she didn't want to kill anybody.
No, of course not. I guess that would eat some people up. I'm over here just being like, you're now a fae. You should be like celebrating, not over here being a mopey, whiny mess.
I know, she's kind of whiny.
Very whiny. But she's like, oh, I killed them. I'm never going to be the same. But it's like, bitch, you a high fae. You ain't no human anymore. That is the dream here, guys.
I am here for it. If I could be fae and live out my fantasies, immortal life with, oh my God.
I'm telling you. I'm trying to manifest it. I love my husband, love my family, love all of that.
That's like every time I watch fucking Outlander, I'm like, where's my stone?
I know.
Am I gonna go through?
Whenever you went to Scotland and saw that
I
stuff,
touched every stone and I was like, I am
take me.
Take me.
I don't know if I would want to go back because women weren't treated too hot.
No. And I'll probably die of a disease. But
I would die
if I could meet Jamie, then yeah. I mean, he was so sexy.
Sam Hewen. Ugh.
Okay, can that go into my fan cast now?
Next segment is fan cast. This is one of our new ones, and if y'all like it, please let us know because
we're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it, and we're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah. So I don't care if you like it or not. Feyre.
I have Daisy Edgar Jones.
Really?
She's the Wear the Crawdads thing girl. She's a little plain looking. I think she'd look really good, really skinny in that beginning starving girl phase. And then you could dress her up to make her pretty. Like
she gotta be dressed up. Like she can't be all plain Jane.
No, but I think the plain Jane would work because some of these other actresses, they're just so gorgeous. It's like, how do you make them look starving?
Yeah, I could see that. I like that. Okay. I kind of stole this one but she's just fit. And then everybody else that I saw didn't really fit it. Is that Freya Allen from The Witcher?
Freya Allen, yes.
I understand she's from The Witcher. She's already doing another fantasy thing. Who cares? Fucking cast her in this. She would look perfect.
She would. I know. I saw that one after I picked this one. I was like, ooh, that's a better choice. But I'm going to stick with mine.
Stick with it. I like them both. Obviously, who knows who they're going to choose. But I just hope they do her justice. So
I do too.
I like her. She was definitely like cute, fairy vibes.
Why can't I think of her? Because I saw her for just a second. You have a pick?
No.
Freya Allen, right?
Yeah. If you type in like The Witcher, it's Frey.
See, I think she's more of an Elaine. One of the sisters.
Not there yet.
I know, sorry. Anyways, backing up. Ignore
that. Freya Allen is a Witcher. Okay, but so tampon.
I have Austin Butler. Right?
Such a good choice.
With some long hair. Give me some Elvis.
Oh my God, I am baffled. That's the best choice.
It's good, right?
Who do you have?
Because he's also kind of like jerky looking.
Yeah, he could definitely play that. Like, kind of the bad boy, but like, I don't really like
just kind of like,
but you're cute. So
like,
I do
just
like
kind of want to stab you sometimes.
Yeah. I can see that. My boy Sam Hewitt.
Yeah.
Outlander boy. I've seen it so many times. Oh, he's so cute and so nice that I'm like, okay, I kind of like you in this position where I don't like you. Because I love him as Jamie. I'm in love with him too.
His name is Jamie.
I know. So I love him too so much. I don't think I could hate him. Because I love Outlander. But I think if he played a role that's like very out there for it, I
think he'd do great because he's a great actor.
I do too.
I'm a big fan of him.
I
love him. All right. Who do we have next? Lucian?
Yeah.
Who do you have?
I have Garrett Hedlund. I think that's his name. He's from Four Brothers.
Is he the youngest?
Yeah.
I love him. I was obsessed with him.
He's so
in
cute.
my early 20s.
Friday Night Lights and stuff.
I was obsessed with him in my early 20s.
He's so cute. I think if you just
give him a red wig,
red hair, kind of style him up.
Is he kind of older now? Perfect. Though? He's like our age. Oh, he's older than us now.
Yeah, I think all of them are going to be older. They're just playing down. That's what they always fucking do. True. I think it would be perfect for the role.
I used to be obsessed with him.
I know.
Forgot about him.
I know.
I was obsessed
I
with him.
saw that and I was like, ha ha ha. Best one.
That's a good one. Cheers to that.
Oh, thank you.
Good one.
I appreciate that.
I chose Dacre Montgomery.
Dacre. No. What a name.
He's Australian. Have you seen Stranger Things? Shit. Have you? Oh, I don't know if you're going to know who this is. Let me show you a picture.
Well, I can hear. I'll just look it up.
Dacre.
Dacre.
Dacre. He was in Stranger Things. He was in Power Rangers, which is where I fell in love with him. Even though it wasn't the best Power Rangers movie, definitely fell in love with him there because I'm a big nerd and I love the Rangers, especially the red one.
Here, sorry, guys. Oh, you do?
Okay. Yes, I went through and took a little screenshot.
I was like, I don't see him anywhere. I want to see this guy.
If you can just imagine him with one eye and red hair and no mustache. Or maybe a little. Doesn't he have a little mustache?
I think he does.
Yeah, so he looks good with one.
I guess so.
It's
I think my choice is better.
His attitude. Fine, yeah. Okay, you might win that one. But his attitude is what gives me Lucian vibes.
Okay, I can see that. Okay. Okay.
The most important. Reese.
No, I want to go to Amarantha first. We're gonna save the best for last.
Okay, we'll save the best for last.
I love my choice.
What's your choice?
Jessica Chastain.
That's a good one, but with like red hair or black hair.
She has red hair, or no, she has red hair. Even though like, you could probably change her red hair to like
need to be like the deep
red, but her her face, I just feel like good one. She would just be up there and being like, I don't know.
That's a good one. Do you want to hear mine?
Yeah,
Angelina Jolie.
Oh, okay.
Like Maleficent vibes. Think of it.
Definitely Maleficent
where
vibes.
Where they like peached out her
like she made that jawline like the.
Well, they put like stuff on her cheekbones to make them bigger and more like cut.
I definitely she could do it with like
she could do it because she's such a badass actress. She could do it.
She could definitely do it. Is she too old for it? Shh. I know she's getting old there.
I know a lot of mine are a little older. I know.
Well, it's so hard. Well, that's why you said too. Like Sam Heughan is too old for it. It's like, oh my god, all of our favorite actors are getting so old. So,
but the little babies that are coming out, like they look almost too young.
But they are. They're supposed to be like 19.
I know they are.
There's 19.
Well, Amarantha is probably like 300. So let's. Oh, okay. Let's get technical with it. Okay.
No, I like that.
Drum roll.
I like that though.
The last one.
Okay, I've got two.
Oh, you have two?
Yeah.
Stop. Who do you have?
Okay, so I have the first one, which is an obvious choice. There's so many people that fan cast him for Reese, and I kind of stole it because he's so perfect.
Who?
Is a Henry Cavill. So he is also in The Witcher. However, in The Witcher, he has bright white hair and is
such
like
a little nerd. I love him. I'm obsessed with him.
And so he's like, it plays a little different. I think if he had short brown hair,
because that's what he has. Really.
I know. And he is sexy. Sexy man.
My Superman. I love him.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, and he's in Superman. So I think he would be perfect for Reese.
You know, he's a little nerd too. He likes like fantasy. That's why he's like played in The Witcher and Superman.
I know. Nerd I think that he would fucking kill.
He would. Of course he would. He's a great actor.
Millions on this. You know, like Twilight, you can't really get out of that. Well, this would be him. He can't get out of it.
They really need. Well, Superman is his role. Like, I mean,
well, now it would be Reese. He would be.
When they came out with Superman and he came, I was like, where has this man been?
He's so sexy.
He is perfect.
So I love him as that. I also have but he doesn't act. So I think he doesn't
act.
He's just a model. His name is Richard Dice, and we will put a picture right here of him.
Who is this person? Man. Richard Dice?
Yeah.
Do you have a picture of that one?
Diss.
Or Tichard. Oh, my phone hurt us. Oh, he's good.
Ladies, guys, get out your phone and Google Richard Geist right now.
He looks like the AI drawings of Reese. He
looks like an AI man, and he is beautiful.
Okay, I don't think mine's as good, but I always pictured this guy.
Anyways, keep going.
What was that?
Mine are awesome.
I picked Ian Somerhalder. I know he's too old. Who
is that? Ian Somerhalder.
Vampire Diaries guy.
I didn't watch that. Is it?
Shut up.
I know. I'm not a fantasy girly. I know.
Okay, my mouth is hanging open.
What is it?
Somerhalder. I have a picture. Hold on. Hold it. He's a little older now, of course, because that's what I do, I guess.
You like all the older men.
Yeah.
That is not a bad choice.
I know. That's how I've always pictured him. Because I was obsessed with Damon and the Vampire Diaries. Honestly, we should have a little sleepover and watch the first 3 episodes.
I'm always down for a sleepover.
Next time we get...
Okay, I love our fan casting. I even put up here I would be a horrible casting director, but I think I'd be awesome.
I'd be like, everybody who's my age, now sit and let's go.
That was fucking awesome. No, I'm so here for the show.
We hope we get it. Cheers to that.
I know.
Oh, this has been so fun. I'm glad we're back in the studio, guys.
Me too. So for our final segment, we need to rate this bullshit because my rating's so low.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I didn't like the first book.
Oh, I liked it.
I hated it. I was like,
I read it in like 4 hours.
I gotta go for 5 more books or whatever it is. This is gonna be long.
I read it on our way to Disney World last year. Do you not remember? I read it only on the planes and I was done because I was obsessed. Every time we got on the planes, I was like, okay, honey, are you good?
Yeah, can't talk to mommy right now.
Great. Oh, no, he sat by Jeremy. I was on the other side. Jeremy's like, do you want to sit next to mom? And I'm like, no, I'm going to have that one. Yep. Nope. I'm going to read the entire time.
Really? So what'd you rate it?
I wrote it an 8. It's a good 8. It's a solid 8 for me.
Really?
It hooked me. I know everybody says the beginning is boring, which it is a little bit, but I was just like, what is going to happen? I was very
you were very curious. I was
very
not.
Curious.
I was like, this is dragging. It was a 4 for me. Yeah, it was a straight 4 out of 10. Like no, nothing happened. Damn. Literally until the very end, and then the very end was shot up.
A critic.
Sure. I know. So, yeah, no.
Who we killing off?
Lucian.
You're just breaking my heart left and right.
We're killing them off.
Lucian. It would cause some chaos.
Whatever.
Yeah. It would cause chaos.
And like, who else were we killing off? Tampon? Sure.
No, I was killing off her sister, Nesta. I couldn't stand
that. We don't. Yeah, obviously she just touches on her sisters a little bit, so you don't really know how big of a bitch she is. But you know what? I could do that. Yeah,
big old bitch.
Yeah,
I just didn't like how she talked to Feyre. Pissed me off.
Yeah, okay, I'm here for that.
Yeah.
Could you rename the book?
This one I actually tried. It's not bad.
What is it?
Feyre's Fate.
Ooh, I like that.
Right, just a little.
Sounds like magical.
It's got some alliteration in it.
Okay.
It's decent. It's not as good as ACOTAR, but
no, I mean, you can't beat that. And I like how she kept the theme of that throughout like her whole series. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Mine's kind of boring. I didn't really know what to put.
We're really not good at this. This is why we're not authors.
Spring Court. Because then you could like for the
Spring
sequels,
Court, Night Court,
Autumn Court, whatever.
Winter
like
Court. That'd be a good one. I like that.
You could kind of like.
Did you ever notice how we're gonna skip ahead for a second? The third one is a court of wings and ruin, and it says Echo War. Because the third one
is
has
like literally it has the whole war in it. Oh,
I just noticed that the other day, and I was like, "Damn, did she mean to do that?" It's on that little triangle down there.
Oh.
Square, not triangle. I don't know my shapes apparently.
It does. Yeah. No, I like how she did it, obviously.
The second book is my favorite, so I can't wait to deep dive into
the second book's gonna be freaking awesome to talk about. I cannot wait.
That's coming up next, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I know. Guys, this was so much fun. I don't know if like what else we have really to talk about for you. No, so
that was good.
We'll wrap it up.
So next week is Akomoth. You like it?
Oh my god.
It sounds so stupid when I say it though.
It really does. You gotta just stick with ACOTAR.
Mist and Fury.
Yeah, Mist and Fury.
J. Maas.
I can't wait to talk about this book.
It was our favorite.
So much to dive into. Not even dive in. We're gonna do just a little we did today.
Yeah, it'll be a little longer though because there's
more so much and it's so fun. So guys, please tune in and follow us on everything, all the socials. We really appreciate it, and we're happy to be back in the studio. Until next time, I'm Haily.
I'm Sofia.
Bye guys. Bye.